Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, aka Tony, the CEO, the fucking boss, the fucking Don Juan, the motherfucking, just the nigga himself, me, El Caballo. Here with some of my fellow employees. Now I'm playing. My co-hosts, my friends, mi amigos. I got my dog Doe in the building.
What's going on, guys?
Damn, that's weak energy. Weak. I need that fucking live energy. I got my nigga Doe in the building.
Hi, guys.
Oh, my God.
The last time. I got my dog Pooch in the building.
What's going on, my brother? I just want you to know, all right? You said fellow employees, and then you're like, but to say fellow employee means that you guys are of the same level. You guys are fellows. So there was no joke insinuated there, but you thought there was. I just want the world to know that.
My bad that I try to be one with my fucking employees, but I guess I can't do that.
You were actually trying to be one with your CEOs, but
I feel like Tony's moving the goalposts on this entire conversation
that's
here.
a fact.
It's happening.
All right, and then last but not least, we got Mateo in the building.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. I'm gonna hit y'all with some good goalpost movements tonight, since that's the topic right now.
I have heard the word goalpost 40 times since I joined the Discord call earlier.
It's more times than an NFL game.
These motherfuckers is petty labels tonight. I don't understand that shit.
I'm surprised we haven't heard of a goaltending yet.
I don't think you can goaltend on a conversation.
You could.
I
You
mean,
just keep blocking.
Tony's the ultimate goaltender in a conversation.
How?
So goaltending in an argument is when someone actually defeated your argument. They've scored the goal on you, but now what you're trying to do is tear the whole thing down so there was no score. You just start yapping about random shit, talking about you don't got time for this, you're fucking off, get the fuck out, and then you leave the conversation.
I've never
So
done
then
that.
it's like almost like if the conversation has no resolution, even though you lost, but then you left without losing, and then you made it seem like everybody else was assholes, so the other people don't feel like a winner. I would call that a goaltend.
I've never done any of that. This is
Every time.
crazy. I've never done not one movement of those bullshits. The accusations tonight is just that's beyond me. This is ridiculous.
Comment in the comments if you've ever heard Tony do something like that.
Comment on the comments. No, bitch, I ain't never fucking used that. I've never goaltended. I've assisted a goaltend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you've assisted in a lot of things.
Imagine that. Just picture someone in assisted goaltend. It's like like Giannis goes and like lifts up little Tatum so that he could be the goaltender for it.
Some Harlem Globetrotters stuff right there.
That boy's need
They're
to
on the
start
same
hating on my
team.
boy.
Just, pick the tall guy and not that super tall guy.
Actually, Tatum is pretty fucking tall.
So I said not that super tall.
Oh, because Giannis is super tall.
I'd say that Tatum is in line with the lower end of heights in the NBA, right? Like what is he, like 6'4"?
Oh, nigga's like 6'7".
Okay.
Let me make sure because I don't want to say.
Right, I was like, he's now rapidly searching to go fact check.
I mean, I'm glad that he's doing it. We are known as the most accurate podcast on the internet.
He's 6'8".
So
That's a fact.
He's 6'8".
Yeah, no, he's a big boy.
Yeah. By 8.
Y'all seen when he landed on that guy's leg? Ooh.
Who?
Yeah, Giannis.
Oh,
did he break it?
Oh,
no,
Yeah.
he didn't
Yeah,
break
He broke
it.
something.
yeah.
He bruised something. He didn't break
Bro,
it.
his fibula, you didn't see how bad it bent?
That
Tibula,
shit fibula,
fibula?
bibula.
It's
That
like
shit
this.
went.
So,
If
like-
you saw his tibula, fibula, he's in a hospital getting surgery done on his fucking shit.
I don't know. The way that leg bent did not look kosher.
It's normal shit.
Tibula fibula.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look it up, guys.
I just like the rhyme there. It's good.
Just a little.
Can I
don't
go
know.
first so none of you guys can say that I'm hijacking your conversations?
You're gonna do it anyways, but sure.
Cool.
That's a fact.
Goaltending.
So,
That is
No.
goaltending.
No.
You don't see I'm destroying his fucking
Alright,
his intro right now?
No,
Yeah,
this is
how
I'm
just a
blocking
cosign.
him. I'm blocking him.
it's my turn. Okay? It's my turn. I'm holding the pillow. Okay?
What?
The stick.
Is this
the-
a fucking saying? I'm holding the pillow.
I'm holding the beer can opener. Okay?
Bottle
Thinking
opener.
of like one of those like talking totems that you use in certain kinds of therapy circles and things.
This man's drunk. He said the beer can opener. It's the bottle opener.
Could be anything.
Could you imagine being in an AA meeting and they're like, okay, who's gonna hold the talking beer?
It's so you
Yo,
can have power over that bitch.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
crack open some old duels, bro.
Is this your intro?
Some non-alcoholic beer.
I don't think that's the wave. I think
I
they're
think
trying to
it
break
helps.
the habits, not maintain them. You know.
But I think if you want that taste and you're like, you're about to fucking relapse, fucking grab an old duels, bro. And then you literally won't. You just get the taste and not a relapse.
I
That's
feel
not
like
how
it's a
that
bad
works.
path to go down. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree that abstinence-based treatments are the best way to go, but I don't know that
Listen.
drinking fake beer is the best way to go either.
When I stop smoking weed, I'm just going to be smoking on CBD. I'm going to be smoking on that quiet. That shit is just going to make me calm. But
I don't think that's how that works. I think you're just gonna roll up.
listen,
No, he's the marijuana connoisseur. Okay, don't tell
absolutely.
him about how this works.
Don't tell me, sir. I'd like to say, if you haven't already, hit the fucking like button, subscribed. Please, we need it. We would appreciate it. And I love you. You can
Go
you
follow
can find
us on Spotify. Go follow us on Amazon Podcast, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, all that shit. We're on that shit.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, follow, all that.
You might
Can't
even
just plug YouTube, bro. Gotta plug it all. Put all that shit in there. Go to our Facebook page. Like it. Got a little Twitter. We be tweeting and
It's
shit.
like you guys get worse and worse at plugins.
Doey's over here doing TikToks.
the
He's got
tickety tockities,
Yeah.
the ticky talkies.
He used a trending sound.
Oh,
Yeah.
that trending sound got a lot of likes. I don't know if it worked. I don't know if it worked.
I feel like that's not how we're supposed to do for trending sounds.
That's
This is a
that's-
trending sound.
That shit was ugly.
Listen, she needs to get back to us. We need to know the exact way to post a trending sound. All
Who's
right. One
she?
of the fans. One
Oh,
of the
the
fans
fans?
was, "Oh, you're doing it again, Tony."
No, bitch. You're fucking making these
obsessed.
fucking things talking about she. Who the fuck is she? Like I don't know who the hell y'all talking about.
But why do you
Just-
want to know who?
He
in
just
the
said one
middle
of the
a
fans.
story?
So I
'Cause
said,
even
okay.
better,
I just said,
Even
okay.
better, her name is She Who Is.
She who is?
So she will know who exactly we're talking about.
That's
She Who
fine.
Is. Yeah, if you're wondering, just look up She Who Is and you'll find her. Okay.
That's fine. I'm just wondering who. Oh, a fan. That's it.
Anyways.
Yeah, Doey's story
Fucking-
got so much better as soon as he revealed who. The shit like
Yeah,
10 times
now
more
she
entertaining.
might get more followers. I might follow her right now. See,
Yeah, but I don't care about anybody following her.
that's fine.
She's
I
My
want people
friend.
to follow me.
I don't want you following her. She's my friend.
I hate people like that. It's mine. Okay, you own
First
her.
of all,
My
guys,
bad.
I want to take a moment of silence.
Don't even do it.
I don't agree to moments of
Nope,
silence unless I know what the moment of silence
No,
is
it's for his
for.
bike.
Today,
Here
I
we go.
took my bike. I heard something. I went on a really fantastic social cycling event on Thursday night here in New York. It's 7 p.m. every Thursday at 59th Street, the monument on 59th Street on the west side. Shout out to Tracy. Shout out to Maddie B. They're like people that frequent the rides and they take photographs and stuff like that. It was really fucking cool. I had Jesus there. Jesus was following. There was about 200 of us, and it was really fucking cool. How there were nobody was assigned anything. But when you were riding, when they would see that not everybody behind was gonna make it on the green light. They said, yo, I need somebody in front of this car. I need somebody in front of that car. Every time we go the next block and they know, and you have to hold traffic up so that everybody can make it together.
Yes.
A lot of people get pissed, but you just look at them and you go,
You're just describing like a funeral procession, right?
basically,
Like
yeah.
caravanning. The bikers do this too. Like the like you see all the dudes on their Harleys
Yeah.
and shit. Or right, they'll block off the intersections if the light ain't gonna change so that the whole like caravan makes it past.
Yeah, pretty much the same concept. You got a lot of people that get pissed off, but I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I met people just naturally. You ride, you meet people. It was a lot of fucking fun. Shout out to them. I'm definitely going to do it a few more times this summer. But on my way home, I was listening to my music. I was listening to the Kendrick album, and all I heard was, and I heard it over my music, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Which
and
track was that?
It was it's Mirror, the last track.
It's the one with Kodak Black on it.
So I started noticing there was a vibration in one of the crank arms and in my pedals. I was getting like a lot of vibrating. So I took it into the shop. They flipped it upside down, took the plate off, fucking big ass crack right in the frame. And I was like, I asked him, I said, can I keep riding it? I kind of want to keep riding it. He's like, yeah, you can keep riding it till you have a fucking catastrophic failure and one of your crank arms falls off and you're fucking in the middle of traffic.
At 30 miles per hour.
Yeah, he's like, I don't think you want to be in that position. He's like, I suggest you keep it here. He says, I know you don't want to be without a bike, but I'll get this done for you quick. And so rest in peace to Dolly. You have served me very well. I've got almost 6,000 miles on that bike. And yeah, she held me down. But now I'm going to get a new bike. Warranty, baby. Ooh,
Does the warranty renew?
Let's hope, right? But if not, I scored myself another, 4K bike. And shout out to Bicycle Habitat. They take care of me. If you ever need any bicycle needs in New York, Bicycle Habitat. These guys got my 2 thumbs up.
Facts. Bicycle Habitat. Show some love. Sponsor the video.
Yeah.
Send us some freebies.
If you call
Seat
over
warmers.
there looking for stuff, tell them David sent to you.
Use
There you
code
go.
DOEY309.
Doey309, yes. AKA David. Because I don't think they know me as Doey.
That's the whole point. This code's fake. They're just gonna go with it.
Yeah. But anyways, so that happened. I'm warranties in. I'm gonna get a brand new bike. I'm very excited, but I'm out of a bike for like 2.5, 3 weeks. So I'm gonna have to ride my bike without a motor. Boo!
So you're gonna be a real cyclist.
I'm gonna have to be a real cyclist for a few weeks. But what's always fun about these intermediate weeks, because I had my shit went out of commission last year for like almost a month. I broke plateaus on the regular bike. I came back to my e-bike and I was able to go faster, even faster to like where I was going. So like it only helps that I ride the regular bike as well. So I'm going to start taking it out all next week. I'm going to be riding to work on the regular bike and it's going to suck, but I'm going to do it.
Would you say that the pedal assist is a handicap? And that's why you ride better with the normal bike when you get back?
Yeah, I'll admit it. It is absolutely a handicap, but I would not be riding as frequently, as much, and as far if I didn't have the pedal assist bike. I wouldn't. I'll see. I hope I can make it 5 days.
Well, I mean, the bike for Doey is transportation. It's not exercise, right? So like the pedal system makes absolute sense. No, I mean, I agree that you're getting exercise out of it, but your purpose for having the bike is not for exercise. It's for transportation, right?
Yeah.
So pedal assist makes absolute sense.
No, I fuck with the pedal assist though. I'm just saying, his thing. You know what I mean? Me personally, I fucked with that. Going over those bridges was the worst thing. Wow, pedal assist. Just saying.
Yeah,
I still need
it
to try
helps.
one out. I've never been on a pedal assist.
Jesus rode on the new city bike, which just came out. They just started throwing them out there, and he was in love. I think that day with the social cycling, he did anywhere from 17 to 24 miles or something like that. He rode like an insane amount of miles that day. But that was cool. But yeah, I'm finishing up Breaking Bad. Walt's just a huge piece of shit until like episode 8, and then he's a nice guy again and leaves his diary in the bathroom. Like, I don't get it. It's just, this shit just doesn't. I see that they need to end the show, and I was kind of wondering how they were gonna do it. And it's like, oh, Hank finally grows one brain cell, and I'm like, awesome.
Oh, you've never seen the end of it?
Never.
Doey's hating the show, actually.
I would really be down to do a Netflix watch party of the very last episode. I am just curious to see Doey's reaction.
Let me know. I'm getting there. So
I don't want to watch like fucking 16 hours of television again, but I'll watch that last episode again.
Yeah. I'm down if you guys want to watch it with me. I'm getting there. So, and then I have to watch the El Camino and then Better Call Saul, and then. But I will say that I have grown to like the characters a little bit more. But Walt's just like a villain of his own story.
Yeah.
He got all them people whacked. Woo! I said, God damn.
That's a good scene.
Yeah. He was like disassociating in like some of those scenes. Like he just was not there. Like when he was paying.
He puts on a persona. He's Heisenberg. He's not Walter anymore.
It's that hat.
It's the hat, dude. He puts on that stupid fucking hat and he just becomes God, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Some people say that the story is actually about a hat possessing a man. No one says that.
How was your weekend, Mateo?
Oh, also, I got a new bed. I'm going to have sex on it.
Y'all know that this man went for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that shit's insane.
And that's what he wants to put on the internet right there, is him humping a bed. But my week's been pretty good, Tony. I went and saw Danzig last night. So allegedly it's his last tour.
Who's Danzig? Who's this?
Glenn Danzig. He's a metal dude. He has lots of opinions. He's done cameos all over the place. He's interesting. He's not my favorite, but it was cool seeing him. Yeah, last night turned into a drinking night, man. I am feeling rough today. I am feeling very rough. We ended up at this honky tonk like down in South Austin, and we were on stage singing at one point. And
wait, what is a honky tonk?
It's like a country dive bar where they play like country music. And
so Renegades in West Palm Beach, they do line dancing, all that bullshit in there.
Kind of. This place is definitely more divey. Like the bartender is like in her 80s easily. Like she's a very, very old woman. She's very friendly. But she's cool as hell. But yeah, it's just this weird little dive bar place, and I'm feeling rough. This has been a very rough day for me.
How does this guy go from ill to
because
like,
in my head
sentence?
he said 80-year-old woman, and I was like this, and then he said but she was really nice, and then I saw like this, and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, her image was morphing in my brain. I was seeing two different people.
Do y'all remember? It was a long time ago, but do y'all remember when Doey said he wasn't going to jump into other people's stories?
Yeah, I remember that. How's that?
I'm gonna mute my mic now.
But yeah, so it's just been a rough day, dude. I've got nothing exciting. Oh, my Steam Deck is getting in tomorrow. So eventually, on our next episode, I'm just going to be looking down the entire time while we're recording.
Oh, you're going to be doing your Doughboy shit. I wonder how long I can keep disrespecting Doughboy before he has to speak.
That guy's a dick. Why are you standing? You know who he looks like? And maybe it's not even accurate. But remember Big? The dude goes to the little like the fortune teller, Zoltar. Is Zoltar standing like that? That's like what my memory is.
No, Zoltar has like a hand on like a crystal ball, and the other one like moves or something
like this.
Doey's standing like Zoltar in my head.
What else you do out there?
I was thinking of he looked like a genie. Is the pose that he had?
Is Zoltar a genie?
Yeah, some
I think
magician.
it's just a fortune teller, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What else you do, Mateo?
That's it, dude. I got nothing else. I got way too drunk on a work day or on a work night, and I have my Steam Deck coming. I got nothing else exciting in my life.
Nice. I need to definitely hear your take on the Steam Deck next week for sure.
Can you watch porn
Oh shit.
on the Steam Deck?
I would be very surprised if you could not, because it's a full-on computer, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's saying you could do practically everything on it.
Awesome. Like VR porn? Have y'all heard of that?
I don't know if it supports VR, and yes, I have heard of VR porn, but that also seems frightening to me.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to lose my ability to know if people are coming into my room or my house or something while I'm watching pornography. That is probably the worst time for you to lose that ability.
That's so immersive. Like you that's like
when
the
you
fear.
have the VR headset on, right? It's still running on the TV. Like people can see what's happening, right? Imagine you're in your fucking VR and you're just fucking going. You're going for it. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not edging today, boys. We're going full fucking pedal to the metal, okay? And you climax, you have your moment, you're breathing. Take the headset off, and you got like 3 other motherfuckers sitting in the room jacking off. That'd be disturbing. You never knew it. Is you lost your spatial awareness. I want none of that. I also don't have any 3 dudes that would do anything like that or show up. But it's the point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. I don't want I don't want anyone to walk in on me. Well, I'm just unaware watching VR porn. I don't think that's gonna be my thing.
I have something personal to say. I want to overshare, right? This feels like an oversharing moment. Also, welcome to episode 60 It's fucking real hot and real sexy. Gimp suit me.
Pucha, how was your weekend?
My construction escapades are over. Okay, I put in enough time for the company. I'm retiring. All right. I had my time in Construction Simulator. I deleted it. Even though I installed Construction Simulator 3, I haven't played it. I've been playing the shit out of Death's Door. Pretty good game.
Out of which one?
Death's Door.
Oh, is that the one with the little raven?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
That one's very good.
Yeah. I beat the game, and now I'm working towards the secret ending. So it's just go through 100% the game.
Nice.
And then after that, I'll be missing 1 trophy. Beat the game only using the umbrella, which is a weak weapon. And I'm like, do I want to beat the whole game again? But
Wait, so you can only kill things with the umbrella? You kill with anything else, it fucks up that entire achievement?
damn, I didn't think about that.
Or do you have to just kill the bosses with the umbrella? I'm curious about the mechanics of this achievement.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta look this up now. But I think if you use, because you have like magical attacks and stuff, I think if you use those, you're probably still fine. But the only weapon that you could use is the main weapon is the umbrella. Like you can't swing another weapon. Avoids the achievement. But
That's wild.
yeah, besides that, same old shit.
How has your week been, Tony?
My week's been pretty good.
Yep.
It's getting hot, but job is going about very smoothly. Fucking can't wait for summer to come. That way, work just goes by quicker.
Are you going to be an island boy this summer?
I don't think I was ever an island boy.
Is it?
You were definitely repping the Island Boys, and you sang it more than anyone I knew.
You're the only reason that I knew about Island
I
Boys
would
was
call
Tony.
you an Island Boy.
I did not. I had my own
Oh
twist
my
to
god!
my own
You
version.
introduced me to this. I never heard it. You showed this to me.
Doughboy did. Doughboy introduced
You
it.
did, Tony.
Doughboy
You.
introduced it to I, and then
I don't
I
care
to y'all.
who did. I'm saying you did it to me. That's what I'm saying.
island
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony just lied.
He also tried to destroy the conversation. He wants to obfuscate as much as possible so that no one figures anything out, and then he's just gonna move on.
So Yeah, nah. Everything was smooth for my week. I definitely Luca's birthday is this weekend. He turns 1 on
That's
the 22nd.
exciting.
The big one.
The big old 1 Sunday. The kid is growing fast. I bought him his first big wheel, 4-wheeler Jeep, camoed out.
Dang.
Yeah.
Is it a gun rack?
No, not yet.
No, but it has a real radio in it.
Yeah, it has an actual
That's
radio.
wild.
Change the stations and everything. Bluetooth hookup. It's got LED lights, tail lights, fog lights that work.
It's the idea. It's the idea that it's like it's such a southern redneck vehicle that you purchase, and the fact that there's a fully functioning radio in there speaks to the culture of them, which is like in their mind they needed like something important that was actually functional. There's a full-fledged radio in there. Like if we ever gotta call an SOS or do some crazy shit because you're fucking wrangling around in this fucking redneck Jeep, you got it. You got a full functioning radio in there. Like the idea that that's even a thought is ridiculous to me.
I wouldn't call Jeeps redneck,
It
but
does the camo.
It's camo the fuck out.
It's
Please
camo.
look at the car. Look at the car.
I would say that Jeep drivers are a specific type of person.
No, they're not.
Like,
You'd be surprised.
would.
No.
no, I know people who drive Jeeps up here. I've seen people driving Jeeps around. They're a specific type of person.
I drove a Jeep for a while. I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Did you have the
uncle
fucking
owns a
thing in
Jeep.
your garage to?
But no, mine was not lifted. And I will say, much like most of the vehicles that I've owned in my life, except for my most recent one, cars did not have Bluetooth in them. So like Luca's first vehicle having Bluetooth in it is outshining every vehicle I've owned prior to my current one.
Bro, this kid, we were listening to what song we were listening to? Oh, I think it was First Class by Jack Harlow. We was bumping down the street listening to Jack Harlow. Full speed too, mind you. It was going fast. And I didn't know how to use because I could
The
control
clean
it.
version?
Yeah. I could control it.
Wait. Is this a gift for Luca or is this a gift for you? Is this just like a big like remote control car that you bought yourself?
This is all for Luca, but I help him. I help him drive because kids can't drive it by the like he's too young for the thing. It's for 3 and fucking 6-year-olds. But my dog's a G. He can handle it. So I put him in there. He can steer the steering wheel, but I can control everything. So we're driving around or whatever, and mind you, I don't know. I'm still getting used to it. So I didn't know that the e-brakes, you just tap it. You got to tap it, and it'll just automatically stop. So we're driving whatever, and the thing wasn't fully charged, so the turning is slow. So we're coming around, and there's like a brick wall in front of the mailbox. So I'm fucking hauling ass. I hit the turn. I look away for 1 second, turn back. I'm like, oh, let me just hit the brake. It didn't hit. The brakes didn't break. The man went full speed into the brick. His whole body like lunged forward and shit. And then he hit back. He was like, he looked at me and just started fucking crying. I'm like, oh, you're all right. You're all right. So I
He
backed
just had
up.
his first traumatic experience.
Car accident.
Lucas
That's why they give you
first
driver's license
concussion.
test.
Nah, he's good. Nah, he hit his head multiple times. But it's like the
So he's had multiple concussions.
yeah.
It's not his first. Don't worry.
His
people.
kid's gonna hit themselves. Trust me. Pucho's told me like, yo, they're gonna always hit themselves. But yeah, he didn't like it. Then I put him back into it, and then he got fine. He was fine with it, and now he loves the damn thing. His favorite thing to do is turn it on and off. Like, what fucking moron builds this thing to where the on and off button is in hand's reach of the child? So Luca, mid-drive, he'll be like, boop, turn it off, and now the bitch is off. I'm like, Luca, turn it on so you can come back. He'll just look at me, turn it back on, reverse, boom, turn it back off. I'm like, motherfucker. Like, stop turning off the fucking machine, you know? But yeah, he fucking loves it, bro. Like, today I was trying to take him out today, but it was raining, so couldn't really do it. But yeah, man, like when he wants to go out for a walk because he loves doing it, we're just gonna take the whip, drive around the block and stunt. You know what I mean? Stunt all the little kids that never had it. You feel me? But yeah, it's something about him being happy as hell, bro. Like as an adult, you can never be as happy as a little kid. like you can never reach that happiness. Maybe if you hit the lotto, I think that I could probably be that happy if I hit the lotto or something. But yeah, it's beautiful. He's turning 1, so time just flies quick. Very fucking
Yeah, that's
quick.
wild.
Yeah. Well, boys, it is episode 69. So let's get into some of these topics real quick. For the first topic, ladies and gentlemen, would you let your woman dominate in the bedroom? And if so, does that affect your masculinity as a man? Like, do you feel like, oh, I'm not a man if I let her dominate in the bedroom? And by dominate, I'm not saying like oh, maybe if that's you're into, but like her banging you or whatever, or I'm just saying like if she's the aggressor and you're just taking it. Like, what do you guys think about that?
I'm gonna curse a lot.
Okay.
I'm just so maybe some of you guys want to go first.
Like, are you gonna act it out or something? What do you mean you're gonna curse a lot?
There's intricacies to having sex, so I feel like when you throw those in there, some of those are gonna be, mixed in with curse words.
Go ahead, though. Hit me with the curses.
Like, it's awesome that you want to be so masculine. I'm gonna fuck her the way I want to fuck, and I want to do the way I'm fucking a man, and I'm fucking. But like, let's be real. You only got like 2 or 3 moves. Sex kind of becomes this same 2 or 3 move shit where you get that one position that you kind of like, and once you start like where you're like, oh, we've been here 20 minutes, get into the position. And she knows what time it is too. So it's like, that's cool. But in my opinion, the sex becomes very dry, and like women have wants and needs too. Once you get to the point where a woman is even comfortable telling you the deep, darkest, nastiest shit that she's into, like you've already gotten to a certain level with that person. Not everybody's going to tell you their fetishes when they first meet you. You know what I mean? We're not out here actively seeking pregnant women. But yeah, I thought that would get him. I guess it didn't. So anyways, I feel like once you get to the point where a woman even wants to do shit with that you would feel is outside of your masculinity, I've said this in the past, how is anything that you're doing with a woman could be called homosexual, gay, all this shit. Like, you're doing it with a woman, first of all, and if you're getting pleased and she's getting pleased, I feel like in my relationships, we've taken some, she's eaten my crusty ass. I've sucked on her pissy
I don't like the word
vagina.
crusty in that context.
Why is your ass
Don't
crusty?
like that.
Listen, bro, sometimes you don't always get to shower before you want to do all these things, okay?
This is pre-bidet though.
This is pre-bidet though.
crusty.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And her, it was a little cheesy. You know what I mean? Down there. Sometimes.
Oh my God. No, move on. Keep this story rolling.
Sometimes, you know what I mean? People take sacrifices for their relationships is all I'm saying. And I feel like sexuality is such like a wide spectrum that for you to want to continue this, I'm going to fuck her in 3 positions and like just do this for the rest of our relationship, it's kind of boring.
So you're okay with her dominating you in the bedroom?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Okay.
I feel like what you allow your woman to live out some of her fantasies as well.
So yes,
Just
you're
like
saying yes.
you are getting what you want in the relationship, let her get some too.
So,
Let her shove her pinky right up your ass.
My
Right up the ass.
my answer is also yes, because the great philosopher Ruby Rod once said, "I don't want one position. I want all positions."
Yes. I don't know who that is, but fuck yes. I agree with that.
Ruby Rod is Chris Tucker's character from Fifth Element.
Oh, yes.
Bro,
he was definitely
was
like
wild.
the first. He was definitely the first, like sexually ambidextrous character that I've seen on TV. Like I was like, I don't know if he's gay or he clearly likes women, but he's giving off some like some free living vibes. Okay,
Ruby Rod was just pure sex. He was. That's all he was. He was just pure sex.
I was like, all right. Sorry, I didn't want to hijack the middle of your story though, or the middle of your response. But I was just thinking like. This whole pregnant woman thing. Like I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, Tony would have a field day. Like if he would just hang out at the OBGYN and then there's just pregnant women just walking in all day getting their ultrasounds. And it's just like, that's where it's at for like the prego pussy scene. That is the scene. Is at the OBGYN.
Actually,
because I don't think you're encountering pregnant women in a lot of other places.
Yeah, you are. I can name them off the top of my head right now. Quick, 5.
Please.
Check me
You're
out.
gonna say supermarket.
No.
Target.
No.
The mall in the kids area where the kids play.
What a creepy place to go pick up a woman. What an absolute creepy place to go try to pick up someone.
And I'm telling you, right?
You're just hanging out at the playground.
Check me out. The pet store. Another one.
No.
Facts.
The percentage of people at the fucking pet store that are pregnant, you're out of your goddamn mind. They can't. Pregnant women can't even get close to cat litter, or they'll fucking poison their child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. If you see a pregnant woman
Chuck E.
at the
Cheese.
pet store, red fucking flag.
Chuck E.
Don't
Cheese
fuck with her.
is
I'm telling you
another
right
one.
now.
Chuck E. Cheese is another one.
Where her family can actively see it.
No, they never bring their family there. It's just the kids that they bring. Just
Tony's just naming places that a pregnant person can be.
You know what's sickening is that Pucho has had pregnant pussy. Pucho has had pregnant pussy, and he knows the difference between prego pussy and regular woman pussy. He knows the difference. There's a difference. The fact any man who had a child knows the difference.
I think you need to separate two things.
Here we go. You want to separate the two things.
One is, okay, bro, listen, and I understand completely. You went through a natural process where the person you were with got pregnant. You had sex with her pregnant. This thing was new and it felt so good to you that it's like a golden years for you. It wear nostalgia glasses when you think about it. And I understand that. But the act of... It's just a fetish. You got to understand.
It's not a
fetish.
Yeah.
Different.
Listen, all right. So you're telling me a single mother or a woman who's pregnant, who's single, not with their baby daddy, they are horny as fuck. You're gonna mean to tell me they don't have needs?
Them.
No, stop.
No,
it's not sexualizing. They have their needs. They have needs too, just as like a man has needs.
And it's not.
So what's wrong with them? You saying you can't fuck a pregnant chick?
It's not to say
that's what he said.
It's not to say that.
No, that's what he said. That's his claim. That's not my claim.
I'm not saying that. Can I speak real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that pregnant women aren't attractive or can't be attractive or whatever. You could see someone and think they're beautiful, right? But like as soon as you see that they're pregnant, it kind of there's things that you're thinking. Somebody got her pregnant. If I start to talk to her, maybe her boyfriend's gonna.
To say that?
I said, who's thinking that?
Who's thinking that someone got a pregnant woman pregnant?
If she's throwing you signs, if she's saying,
that's a twitch because that's a new detail added into the conversation.
It's a new detail. I'm not telling you to go and holler at married women who are pregnant. I'm saying that's why I say keywords: single. Keywords.
Nah.
That's
the
what I
don't think there's
if
a lot of
if a pregnant woman ever throws you a sign, give it a try. If that was the take, I think a lot of people would be like, interesting, but whatever. I think it's the idea of you're going out there and seeking it. I just think the OBGYN was where you're at. I think if you go to a mall or a pet store or a Chuck E. Cheese, like you say, looking for pregnant women, I think your success rate is going to be rather low.
I never said I'm out there looking for pregnant women.
OBGYN is where it's at.
I'm gonna toss it out there. I also think that your success rate at the OBGYN is gonna be low too, because they're gonna be real creeped out by a dude just hanging around outside the OBGYN.
That's not even the thing. That's not even the case.
You get to shoot your shot more often though.
These guys are flipping.
I guess you're just playing a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
These guys are flipping.
The prego pussy's a numbers game, bro. Almost none are gonna want you because
you motherfuckers
they're pretty
are
much all
flipping
clean.
bro. Stop flipping
The percentage of single pregnant women.
Dope. You are flipping it. I said, yo, if you have a chance, fuck a pregnant chick. That's what I said. That was my original shit.
One day.
All I'm saying is, you no, bitch, let me fucking finish, bitch, because you've been cutting me off. All I said is,
Tony
yo,
to either
if
be
you
in
can
two
fuck
situations,
a pregnant chick, fuck a pregnant chick.
He's perpetually keeping somebody pregnant so that he's like maintaining this pedestal of what life could be, or he's constantly swapping his girlfriends to just find the next pregnant chick that he's just hopping on to the next wave. Either one, probably the latter.
Because after she's pregnant, what's gonna happen?
He's dipping. He ain't having a baby. He ain't raising that kid.
Niggas got to shoot it up and dip. Like, bro, you're fucking a pregnant chick. You ain't got to worry about no condoms. You just
that's inaccurate.
She's pregnant. You're not gonna pregnate her again.
STDs exist, bro.
Oh no, that's different. Some people in this podcast don't use condoms. I don't know who, but I'm just saying some people in this podcast don't use condoms. What does that have to
do with the? What does that have to do with
I'm going off of what this man just said about STDs.
Yo,
some people don't care about that.
Safe sex on this podcast.
I don't know about you, though, boy. I'm just letting you know. I don't know about you.
If you're not using condoms, you better be very, very regularly tested.
Absolutely, test yourself.
Niggas who don't use condoms need to go use condoms.
I do agree with that. I think
I agree with that too.
Especially if you're going about in your life just chasing after pregnant women.
You know what? See, this is the problem with this fucking podcast. Y'all niggas flip words.
I think it depends on how you engage with sex, though. Like, obviously, saying use condoms is definitely the right approach because you're erring on the side of safety there. But the conversation was specifically, I don't like having the conversation from the perspective of the person who doesn't like condoms, right? They were saying they don't like having sex with just random people. So they like to get to know people before they engage sexually. By the time they engage sexually, they maybe feel comfortable to have sex without a condom. Just like any of us, right? You would have sex with a condom for a period of time, and then you would be like, all right, cool. I know this person enough that I'm going to take this little risk, right? Big risk. I'm not trying to downplay the risk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, being dominant in the bedroom.
Do you like to be dominated, Pooch?
I like a woman on top.
No, that's not what I meant.
I mean, it varies, right? There's levels to the domination, right?
Yes.
I'm never, ever. I don't. I remember in a previous conversation where I was just like, I'm not into like masculinity and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I don't really resonate with that stuff. But I also don't resonate with the guys that spread their legs like a woman and then the woman is doing the thrusting. That shit is strange to me. Like, it just looks weird. It ain't for me. I'm not judging anybody out there.
I'd give it a try. I've never tried it, but I'd give it a try because I think all the fun of sexuality is exploring and trying new things.
They say that's how
I don't know
Xbox
what
people
he's talking about, but I'm interested now.
I mean, you know how a woman like think of missionary, right? A woman's on her back, and let's say the man's standing up, right? And they're having sex. There's people that flip the role, so the man is laying down with his legs spread, but then you gotta he's pushing down heavy on his cock, and the woman is just going straight at him, like if she's the one drilling him, you know what I mean?
That's hot.
But it looks so weird. Like, I can't even take it seriously. Like, you're literally a dude. You look like a turtle on your back right now. Like, it just looks hilarious, and I wouldn't be able to take myself seriously like that. I would.
What's wrong with laughing during sex?
Nothing.
Nothing
at all.
Literally, this is what he's saying. I don't know if you can see that.
Hey,
That's what
what
he's
you
saying.
doing?
No, I'm just showing. I'm just showing. What you can. It's a picture.
I mean, it's the sexual episode. If anybody's gonna show any sexual shit, it might be this.
There's
episode.
no pornographic on there.
I didn't see any. I didn't see any nudity.
Yeah,
there's
so
no
let's try to
nudity.
keep it. Yeah, no nudity, but
There's no
sexual
nudity.
positions like some Kama Sutra shit. I would like to know.
No, that's a difference. That's a difference of what Pucho's saying. They're like, it's like she had a strap on and she's fucking you. That's the type of position that he said. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think that's what Pucho was saying.
That is called
No, what are you
pegging,
talking
Tony.
about?
You're getting fucked in your ass.
No,
that is called
I'm
pegging.
saying the positioning that she's putting you in. You're fucking her with your penis.
It's
But I'm
just
saying
a-
that the position
just
that
a
she
position.
has you in is like you're the one that's at vulnerability. Like you're the one with your legs to your shoulder. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, it's
There-
kind of
you
hot.
wanna
there
try
could,
that.
There could be some thrill in that. The role swap is not necessarily
Some-
unattractive.
It's
Some of
literally
my-
like the cowgirl position, right? But the angle of attack is changing, and it's just getting weird, I think. And I say weird not as a judgment on anybody who's cool with these moves. It's more like me doing this, I would feel like a goofball. Like I wouldn't be able to really be into trying this, like, and being into it.
You would feel awkward, right?
It's so awkward. It'll be hilarious.
I think you need to dive into that feeling during sex. All of my best times that I've had sex, some of it wasn't even sex. It was sexual. It was shit I wanted to try. I wanted to teabag somebody. I was like, yo, I want to try this. So I did it, and both of us were dying laughing because the shit was just hilarious, and it felt awesome, and we both had a good time. And there was one time I tucked my balls in her vagina. I put both of my balls in her vagina and like pushed them in there, and then I kind of just started rubbing. Bro, that shit made her nut. Surprisingly, she found that shit super hot. She was really into it. And
I'll say this: you have iron balls, my friend. Because if I was like,
I got
popping
squishy
my
balls. I
huh?
got squishy. They're like saggy and squishy.
I'm just saying. I'm saying you got balls of steel because my balls would have hurt. I think of popping them into.
They definitely hurt, and I wasn't popping them in. I was getting as much as I could in, like.
Yeah, I know, but the motion of getting it in there, I think
Yeah.
it's a squeeze. I think it wouldn't feel too.
It felt crazy.
You
but
might
it
want to
felt
go to the
good, too.
doctors.
Damn. Why?
So boring, so vanilla, so it's just like you're not willing to open your
So
mind.
vanilla's boring
wait,
now?
Yeah.
It's literally the most boring ice cream flavor. Yeah.
Without
Wait, so
vanilla,
Tony,
you
you ha-
can't
you-
have a
you-
lot of
you-
fucking
have you-
flavors.
Have you even ever tried any type of being dominated or anything like that? You've never explored it all?
The woman doesn't even go on top in Tony's house. He's the only one that does the fucking. Okay.
I don't know about what the fuck he's saying, but no, I've never
It's a
had
joke,
my legs.
motherfucker. Laugh.
I'm not laughing anywhere on this podcast with you saying some wild shit like that.
Well,
I've
maybe you
never
should call
had-
a doctor.
I've never had. I'm just saying, this
your
man's
life
saying
is.
that he's had his balls deep into some girl's pussy, and
Is that gay?
the saggy,
fellas?
the
Wow.
saggy. Why does it have to be
I
gay?
mean, I don't know if he said that they were deep in her pussy. I was assuming they were about ball depth.
Yeah, they were like ball depth. I
think
don't-
balls deep
the
means
saggy-
I was
Yes, that's
pushing it
happening
in though. There was some Gravitron 3000 going down.
If you say your balls deep, that means you in that shit. It's as deep as you go.
Yeah.
That,
So-
that-
Awesome.
get it.
from a
Great.
different measurement, though, right?
From a different perspective, I know. It's just funny. He wasn't deep. He was just balls deep. You know?
That's the real definition of balls deep. When you got
So
your balls
Dory's
in
gonna go to the
vagina.
hospital and get his balls checked, or actually, you were insinuating to get his mental state checked. That's
No, his balls literally. Like if
Yeah,
your
I think
balls
it
is
was
that
mental.
saggy that you could dip them in balls deep like that into a vagina, there might be some problems there. Just saying.
Cool, Tony. Let's hear about the amazing stories you have.
No, I don't think I've ever been dominated in the bedroom.
Awesome.
Is there a reason like why it doesn't interest you? I'm just curious. Like I don't think that you need to be I think that it's interesting to explore sexuality like that, but I don't think that some people are dominant, some people are not, some people can switch. Like that's fine. There's different people out there, right? I'm just curious.
Nope. The relationship I'm in, I'm the dominant. It
so
works out that way.
Only you matters. What if she wants to do something else?
I don't know how you
Doey's
flipping
question
that
is,
into
what does it mean to be the dominant one? That's his actual question.
like I'm not the one. I'm not like getting my asshole ate out. I'm not doing anything weird like that. Like it's just simple, like regular sex. Like she can be on top, she can ride, she can do that. That's like some form of dominance, right? Like she's doing the work. Like that's normal shit. When I say dominant, I meant like how Pucha described earlier. Like she's putting you in these awkward positions, and like you're fucking her, but she's technically doing the riding. That's what I meant by dominating.
Dominant could be other things too, right? Like if you're into like bondage or rope play or something, right? Like it could be you're the one tied down, and she's exploring you while you can't move, which is interesting and fun, right?
Yeah,
I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah,
right.
Yo, it's a lot of fun, especially when you have that level of sexual connection with them and you both are open to your fetishes. And it's like, okay, we can play into this shit. You want to hear your shit. What I became very good at was dirty talk. Like, dude, it was crazy how turned on you can get some people just by talking to them in the manner that they like being talked about.
Yeah, I think that's normal. I think that comes with sex normally. Like
that might be the least surprising thing that Doey's ever shared about his sex life. There, that he's really good at dirty talk.
The rest of that shit is wild.
Hopefully, he's not using the word crusty.
Wait till you hear the type of shit he says. The
crazy.
Doughy dirt is a lot dirty.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. But I don't really disagree though. I feel, again, I think there's levels to the dominance. Like I said, I think like some bondage or letting or just saying, all right, I'm not gonna do anything. You could just take full control, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like those things are cool and interesting to me, but like I don't feel comfortable, I don't think, getting on all fours and then pushing my cock back so far that she's hitting me doggy style. Like with my
You never got your dick sucked from the back?
I don't know if my cock goes that way.
I don't think that's
it's hard. It's not easy.
I've never tried. I feel like it doesn't go that way though.
Yeah, but you could try. Come on,
I'm talking about getting. I'm talking about getting hit doggy style. I'm not talking about getting sucked.
Like
from
you're
the
just
back.
getting sucked. That's different.
It's very different.
It's something different.
But that's not what we're talking about.
I'm not opposed. I've heard a lot of horror stories about like the penis can break. Like that's a thing that can happen. I'm not trying to risk that.
It's a powerful organ, but there's limits.
Mm-hmm.
I think my limit is pushing it so far back that a woman could hit me doggy style. I don't think it'll go that way. I think you need like one of them porno cocks where it's like detached from the base due to God knows how much trauma their cocks have endured. And then they could just fucking just bend it however the fuck they want. But it don't work that way.
Yeah, all I'm saying is like keep your especially how we were talking about keeping our minds open, is keep your mind open to your partner and make sure that both of you are enjoying this, because I have talked to plenty of people, especially women, like that shit gets old for them. Your three-part strategy that you do every single time, it just
gotta spice it up.
It's nice to switch things up. You know what I mean? And give maybe your partner a choice, or
a little bit of lingerie helps. A little bit of foreplay. Foreplay helps. That shit is, you know what I mean? All that shit helps. All that shit is part of that.
I'm very fond of the stripper heel.
The big ass 8-inch heel shits?
All that, any heel that's on a platform, my dick just goes crazy. If there's a line of women in front of me,
I think of the party parrot that's just moving like that. That's how his cock is going as soon as he sees them.
The woman I pick is the one that I like her heels the best. Mostly at the end of the night, I'm like, those are some fire ass heels. I'm gonna holler at her.
Is the hope that they'll crush your balls with those heels?
Oh my God.
No, I just want them headed up in the air.
I see. Yeah. So you don't even want the insinuation of ball crushing.
No, that sounds terrible.
Okay. Yeah, I get that some people are into that, but I don't. It breaks my brain. Why?
Oh yeah, the whole getting your balls kicked in. Oof. Now let's talk about the BSDM scene. Would any of you be interested in anything like that? BDSM, being talked down to.
I don't like the degrading stuff.
I'm not into that either.
I don't have any kind of like kink in that sense. I don't want to be degraded. I would feel
you would like that shit though.
What about no, I'm not into that shit. I don't like when you talk bad to me. I don't know.
But it's a female. Like you might get turned on by that shit.
Nope.
She whips you in the back. Shut the fuck up, though.
No thanks.
Nah, they got you crawling on all fours, getting whipped, talking about how you're inadequate and you got a little ass dick. It's like, ain't nobody trying to.
Don't we always wanted his diaper change? This is part of that shit too.
No, it's tangential, but it ain't the same.
I can get down with some bondage. I can like some ropes and things like that. I'm not into impact play on me personally. I don't want to be whipped or spanked or caned or anything. It's not my thing. I don't find anything sexy about bleeding during sex. I don't want to see my blood during sex.
It's
a limit on me.
Somebody got mad at me because they wanted to scratch the shit out of me. And she wanted to let it rock. I'm like, but you're making me bleed. I'm like, that's not how you want me to keep performing under that type of pressure is beyond me.
No, but you just said you got to be open to it.
He needs all the blood down there he can get. You're stealing my blood right now.
My back was like World War I, bro. It was crazy. It was like special war weapons were used on my back.
Yeah, that shit's uncalled for.
Shit was like when they were hauling that recent Jesus down the block and they were whipping the shit out of Jesus. And Jesus turned around to the actors and was like, what the fuck?
Jesus went against his teaching. He started fighting back. He did not turn the other cheek. That shit was hilarious.
That's how I'm gonna be. I'm not into that getting hurt because I don't like getting hurt in real life. I'm a big baby. I see blood. Oh, I'm gonna die if I see blood.
I think it's a type of sexual assault. I think you're mid-sex and they're trying to get away with something.
There's some shit called bloodletting.
Yeah, that's very
knife play is a whole thing, but like there's agreements, right? Like if you're gonna do some shit like this, there has to be agreements prior to this. You can't just cut me mid-sex and expect it to be cool. If it's accidental, right? That's fine. That's doable. But yeah, I don't want to be purposely made to bleed.
I'm sure we've all been scratched a little too hard, and you just sort of like
play it off.
This is the cost of doing business.
I'm like the furthest I could go is like orgy gangbang. Maybe. That's about it, all right?
Well, if you made it this far in this section here,
I missed something. I've totally missed something.
Please subscribe to our YouTube page. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok, Instagram. We're on Spotify for audio-only listeners. Please subscribe, share, like, comment. We're getting a bunch of comments. We're loving it. We're liking it. We're laughing at it. Please feel free to comment and share, man. We appreciate all the help and positivity, feedback, even the negative ones.
Help us get to 500. We're at 250 right now, which is very exciting. But we want to double that. We want more. We want to build.
Double that shit after July. Or after June.
Double it after as soon as possible.
After June, you could double it up. I like it. Remember
he doesn't want to shave his beard.
Exactly. Yeah. They forgot. But our next topic is still part of sex. And how do you or should you introduce sex toys with your partner in the bedroom? Do you think it's how do you ask her or ask him without offending them? You know, like, hey, like, should we use butt plugs? Hey, should we bring in the vibrator? Hey, like, how do you guys go about it with your partners or ex-girlfriends? Did you ever do it?
I try to have lots of conversations with a sexual partner. I think that's a lot of the fun of having a partner, right? Especially when the relationship is fresh and it's new.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the fun is just trying to figure out what you both like, what you both enjoy, what you both want to try. I mean, obviously there's a conversation, right? Like you can't just there's a certain level of relationship you have to get to where you're just gonna whip out a sex toy in the bedroom as surprise. We're using the Fister 9000 or something.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I think the right way. I think the right way is like, you guys sit down for some morning coffee, get some buttered toast, and you guys start chatting, and then you're just like, hey, how would you feel about introducing some sex toys? And then the conversation ensues from there. That's the right approach.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty good.
I would say not even coffee. I would just anytime, I guess, like when you guys are just sitting there.
I'm saying your morning routine. When you sit down with the person you love and have a quick conversation in that moment, that's the time to have the conversation.
Now, what are the things you guys wouldn't want to use? Like are you guys okay with like maybe buying those toys that they can walk around with it inside of them and you control it with your phone and make her fucking go crazy while you're in public? Because like if she wanted to do that, would you guys feel like that's a little weird or exciting?
I've played around with that. It is fun and exciting. So
yeah, that's fire.
Good times.
But you had on the underwear that vibrated your booty hole?
Mm-hmm. No, not me.
Not because I mean
but
that's a thing now.
People claim the anus is very, very easily pleasured.
I'd put on like underwear that vibrated. I'd put on some underwear that vibrated.
You have or you will?
No, I could and I would if I was introduced. Like that shit had to be sanitary or like brand new out the box.
When you mean
I'm not using the last nigga's underwear, right?
I'd never recommend sharing sex toys between partners. Like those things they get thrown out.
Oh, I mean, some of the stuff you can clean and sanitize, right? Like so.
Some things, but like still, like if something goes inside someone, I don't want to use that on another person. It just something just feels wrong about.
Imagine Tony, like you could sanitize a condom and just put it.
No, that's a different.
You could sanitize
a butt plug. You can sanitize.
There's
a
limits.
dildo,
there are
you
things
sanitize.
that even if you could sanitize, you just still wouldn't do it. That's Mateo's point. And sex toys meets that category.
He pulls out the butt plug and it's a discolored.
It's a white butt plug and it's been used so much it's now beige. It's like,
Hey, look where it's going into. You know what I mean? So, but,
no, that's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. I listen. Unless agreed upon, I do not suggest you use dildos or whatever the fuck you suggest on using between partners. Unless she says it's okay,
What do you
or your
mean
partner or
between
he
partners?
says it's okay. If you're going to have sex with one person or another person, don't use the same dildo on two different people.
I'm saying your fucking person you're having sex with, like,
Yeah.
Pujo's wife.
Not
Like,
everybody is
your girlfriend. Your
married.
girlfriend. Y'all, it's just y'all two.
Not everybody
using your
is
toys.
married.
No, I'm not. I know. Even that's what I'm saying. You two as well. Like your girlfriend. Like you're using that with your girlfriend. I'm not saying get a stranger and fuck her with all the dildos you have with that you fucked with a chicks.
They're saying that if you have a girlfriend and you have some sex toys, and then let's say that relationship doesn't work out, and then you get another girlfriend,
let her take
and you
those.
start using sex toys, that the sex toys that you're using in this new relationship should be new sex toys.
Facts. I would agree with that.
Okay, so what are you disagreeing with?
I just seems
Then
like
we all
Doughboy
agree.
wasn't.
We all agree.
I think we're all just loudly agreeing without realizing it.
Welcome to a
Tony's out here fighting
cisgender
against the
podcast.
agreement.
As what? I don't know what he just said, but yeah. I mean, like, so everybody's okay with bringing in toys then, vibrators and whatnot, and use them.
So when I was a young man, very new to sex, there was some amount of like, I don't know, anxiety or something with sex toys. Like that, I don't know. There was like a fear of them almost. Like What if this thing that can vibrate is way better than what I can do because I can't compete with a machine, right? But I've gotten over that. I've gotten older. I've been like, fuck it, whatever.
No, yeah, I think that's probably
I think that fear is still warranted though. Have you not seen those dildos that are like that fucking big? It's like once you go that big, I don't think my cock is pleasing you. I don't think it's gonna work. Logistically, I don't think the hole is gonna work the same way. I just don't think that if you're going for that, I don't think a regular dick is gonna be pleasing.
That's a thick.
It does,
like,
and
pause.
it will. The
Like,
woman's
there's no-
vagina, probably one of the most amazing things on earth. What it does, how it forms, how it shapes, how it could tighten up, how it could be loose, how it could be everything you want it to be. I love it.
I don't think you
it's pretty
understand
cool.
though. If you're using a dildo that big in your vagina constantly throughout the week,
Yeah,
he's saying
that doesn't mean
he-
if you stop, that her vagina is now open forever.
no,
Yeah,
That's
That's one of
that's not the claim.
that's not what
I
I'm
think
saying.
the claim is that if you do use that, I don't think you could just hot swap to a regular dick.
No.
I think there needs to be a rehabilitation period. That's all.
Not always the truth. I've been in situations like that, and
When you took out the fucking mountain's
big-ass
cock and you just
dildo.
dipped yours right
I
away.
didn't.
and it
I
just-
didn't have a mountain cock. I had other things, and it just for me and her, it was enjoyable. We all came. It was a lot of fun.
I bet the mountain has a very average sized penis, but it looks very small because he's so huge.
Big.
That's a fact. Because I think the Hulk got like a little pinky dick, probably.
He's just got a man sized penis,
Yeah, that'd
but
be
he's
funny.
20 feet tall. So
Damn.
So it looks like a little belly button, like a little Audi.
But yeah, I could see people being nervous about them as well, Mateo. Like if you're bringing a vibrator, I'm sorry, our tongues and our dicks can't do what a vibrator does. Just can't. Like even, same sex, like lesbians and stuff, they use that. Like that shit's a different fucking feeling. Like you can't, ain't nothing matching a fucking supersonic fucking speed of vibrations to a fucking clit. Like there's nothing we can do to that.
Yeah, I just think that it's a different sensation.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So it's not like it doesn't need to be compared. Like, yeah, it can't do that, but also
well, sex isn't a competition. I think that's the mindset that I broke out of. Like sex is not a competition. I don't need to know how many I don't need to know like, oh, how many times did you and your ex have sex and
that's
how many
a
times did you
weird-ass
come or anything like
question.
that. Because the fuck does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's not a competition.
Yeah, that's very weird.
But these are like young man like anxieties and fears I think that people go through with sex.
You know what's crazy? It's like when you do the trifecta, right? You got your penis in there, you got the vibrator on the shit, and you got the butt plug in. That right there is a whole nother level of orgasmic pleasure that a woman goes crazy for. You got all three things going. They love that shit.
I don't know if you could just blanket say that, but
What do you mean? If a girl's down, if
I
a girl,
think people like different things.
No,
And
yeah,
I think
but-
that there are people that would experience that will go too much.
I
There's
mean-
some people that would look at that and they'd be like, it's vanilla. That's
Not enough.
that's so tame.
Yeah,
Because that's grade school shit. No, that's true. That's
they
true.
want
But I'm
that.
saying if you
they
haven't,
want that shit to be like a valley.
they want that shit's fucking.
Think about it
huge.
like if you were someone that smoked weed every day and then you couldn't get high any.
Jesus, Mateos.
I'm
Man,
sure all the people who smoke weed every day aren't getting high. I'm absolutely sure of it.
I don't think they are. This is my take. All
Not at
right.
all.
I think people that smoke every single day, I think the level of highness that they're experiencing is so low that they just might as well quit smoking. That's what I
Damn.
think. That's my full take.
solid take.
It saved them a lot of money, hypothetically. So if you want to save money, quit smoking that fucking gas.
It'd save your lungs. It would save the money.
I saw somebody pull out a Chinese man's lungs today that smoked nonstop every day for the last 30 years.
Cigarettes or weed?
Cigarettes. She chain smoked cigarettes.
Don't matter that much.
It's pretty much the same, right? You're pushing smoke through the lungs.
I don't know.
There's some amount of tar. I don't know what the straight up comparison is. Oh, honestly,
I think we're gonna learn. I think we're like in the we're in the generation of people like in the next like 20 years. Some of these lifelong bud smokers that just smoke weed every day, they're gonna start dying, and we're gonna start learning that the miracle drug of marijuana, that it heals you, it takes away headaches, it cures, you know, the crazy list, that there are going to be some negative impacts. But.
Oh yeah, no, I know a doctor that deals with lungs. She does open chest surgery, all that shit. She just flat out told me, like, you need to stop smoking. Promise me you'll stop smoking. You don't need to be smoking. She says, eat your weed. Get it edibles. Eat that shit. She's like, stop smoking. Yeah, she says she opens up people's chests all the time to do transplants, all sorts of shit. She says the lungs that she sees is like, it's fucking crazy what smoking can do to your lungs. So maybe I'll be the poster child, knock on wood, not one day.
Do you think there's some kind of smoking sex toy?
Damn.
Yes,
Like a hot
I've seen
box?
it.
Like
I've seen it.
yeah.
I have seen a bong that was also a dildo somehow.
What?
Oh.
That's lit.
It's 100% a thing that exists.
So they
There
took
is-
it?
Here's the question, though. Would you hit that?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, would he hit it?
Someone
As,
call it
as
the
she
dong.
hitting it?
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
so
you
hit-
can
Would you hit
use
the
it.
dong? Would you
It
take
is-
a big hit of the dong, though?
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty sure you can use both like purposes at the same time.
That's wild and awesome at the same time.
Could you?
Shove it,
Because
put it
have
in,
you guys heard of
and
the?
then, and then
Have you
putting
guys?
it back
Have you
in.
guys ever heard of the chindo?
Oh, the chin dildo? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So like,
on it.
what if you could wear the bong dildo like that, and then you could just be doing your thing with it, but you're just taking hits. You're taking these big old dong rips
awesome.
while actively using using it as a chindo.
I like the idea behind the chindo, but if I caught any glimpse of myself, like in a mirror, wearing that thing, I would not be able to perform. I would be too busy laughing at how stupid I looked.
So you wouldn't be able to take yourself seriously. That was my point.
Yeah, that shit
know,
was
yeah.
funny as fuck.
I
I've
like
been
the idea
watching-
of it though. Like it seems like a good way to offer, some more fun in the bedroom, but there's no way you can look cool wearing a chindo.
You gotta do that with the lights off. For
It's like
real.
you're
I've
like a
been,
fucking with like the Chilean miners, but they got the,
Chilean
you
miners.
got the fucking thing on your chin, and you're just like
What about
think-
those? What
you
about
chilling and shit. Like,
I think I caught a case of the black lung pop.
what about those ones that it's like a double dick, like it's like you put your dick through the hole, and then at the bottom of it is like a dildo, so you can do anal and vaginal.
I didn't
Vagina
even know
pleasing.
that was that. I'll be into that.
Yeah, it does that, and it
oh,
wouldn't.
okay? You're talking. It's like a
DP.
dick attachment. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying. It's
So
not a
your
double
dick's
dick.
here, and then it's a thing that has you slip
I
your
got
dick,
the
and then
switch on my
underneath,
dick.
and then underneath is a dildo, so you're fucking both holes at the same time.
Nah, that's
Well,
fire.
Well, it gives you the double dick. It's not an actual double
Yeah.
dick.
That's
It gives you a double dick, and you can choose the size and the width of it. Like I
You
seen
guys ever seen that extendo dick?
you talking about the
No,
sleeve
wait.
that goes on top of your dick?
They put a dick on top of
That
the
shit
dick,
is
so
crazy.
they're not
Yo,
getting.
that's crazy.
They don't experience physical pleasure themselves. I'm sure there's probably some
There has to be
transference
some
of
I would imagine
vibrations.
it's almost like a fleshlight kind of feeling.
It has to be,
right?
yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah, but I feel like it's so gripped that I don't think they're getting feeling.
Maybe it's just like a super extra thick condom.
I mean, it's a super extra thick dick. That shit is massive. Those things.
Yo, that's hot. Yo,
You can give
put
yourself
the
they
extra.
literally
extendo.
turn
I
your
got
little dick?
switches and extendos on my
Yeah.
dick. I got the double dick with the dick extendo.
I got the
Nigga, I'm
extendo
out.
clip.
Nigga, what?
I got the double dick. 2000. Nah.
This is like those gun dudes that they get the ARs and they just fully customize those things.
But it's your dick. They even got. You ever heard of the cock ring, where it like squeezes your cock so it keeps the blood there?
Have you ever heard of a cock ring?
No, I'm being dead ass serious.
The most basic shit.
I know, but I'm saying our listeners. There's some people out there who probably don't know what the fuck it is. Like, you guys got to be.
Do you put your balls in the cock ring?
I never used a cock ring.
I've got a recommendation for all our 1UP listeners out there. Take your partner to a sex shop. Walk around. Find something fun. Find something weird and give it a try.
I got a better idea. Take your partner to a sex shop. Find the computer. Look up the 1UP podcast on YouTube and hit the subscribe button, okay? We need them likes. We need them listens. We need them views. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You already know the spiel.
Should we make our own 1UP dildos? 1UP?
I already said we need cock rings. But the cock
I'm
ring
afraid of a metal cock
is
ring.
my mouth.
Have you guys
In
seen
the
those metal
packaging-
cock rings?
Metal cock
Metal?
rings?
Yeah, I
I've
can't
never
do
seen
that.
that.
They're too permanent for me.
Nope.
I've never seen
No,
that.
thank you.
I am scared enough of like wearing rings because I've watched some videos about people getting like degloved.
Yeah, that's just.
I would assume there's some kind of like similar situation that could happen with a cock ring.
It's like a contraption with like two holes that are like two rings, so to speak. And you tuck your balls into one and you put your cock in the other, and then you hope that eventually you'll come down
Oh.
to get it out, you know?
That seems very painful.
Because the whole point of a cock ring is to keep your shit hard.
Yeah, but
'cause
they have the
once you're-
jelly rings, the little
jelly.
jelly
But once
expandable
once the blood starts flowing and everything gets engorged, then it gets really tight, you know?
That's
And
what I'm saying.
then-
So how do you calm down if it's supposed to keep it hard?
Well, I think you gotta come and then you gotta hope.
Damn. The
You
hope
could do
is
what
the
he did in the
scary part.
wood. He had such massive blue balls that he was pouring fucking ice cold. He was putting ice water on his cock to bring it down, you know? So,
I don't know. I'm good off cock rings. But the cock sleeve, I've never seen that shit. I've seen it online, but I've never seen it in person at a sex shop or anything like that. That shit is wild. I guess they're just
you
trying
just
to.
walk in to see the sex shop, man, and be like, yo, you got that extendo dick? And he'll go, yeah, it's hidden back there. You know, the men are so insecure, they don't want to see it, you know?
It sucks too, though, right? Because it's like they make those for, you know, guys who can't please their woman as what they want to be pleased by a bigger cock, maybe. So
I
they
think
do that.
I think they make those things to play on dudes' insecurities. Kind of like the whole like the penis pill market. It's all bullshit. There's not a pill that's gonna make your dick bigger, but you can make money off of dudes' insecurities because dudes have a lot of insecurities. People have a lot of insecurities in general, but guys got a lot of insecurities about their penis. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
People make fun of people's penis. All these girls, when they make fun of people's penises, it's like, damn, like the man was born with that. It's not like he chose that penis length. Like, you know what I mean? Some guys are well blessed. You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know, what story were you saying earlier though with the crusted woman or some shit? Like, you know, everybody has different. Some girls got extra meat, some girls don't. Some can squirt. They're squirting now. Is that actual pee? Yes.
It is absolutely pee.
100%. Now,
I don't think it's pee.
I've heard that it comes from a similar thing and there's some amount of urine, but I don't think it's all pee.
there's some urine in that shit.
But I am not an expert
Oh,
on this.
you foolish men.
You've ran into a squirter though?
I Googled it
Nigga,
and it's piss.
Absolutely,
I did not know
100%. I've been engulfed. All right, I've tasted it. All right, that's piss. All right? You guys are fucking.
Have you tasted a lot of piss in your life that you knew immediately
I've
that it was?
tasted enough piss in my life to know, right? Just the right amount of times.
You
I'm
go to
guessing.
Pee-Pee's Playland, all you're doing is tasting piss.
Yeah,
This guy.
apparently. Yeah,
So,
but
not all girls can squirt. Or is that a myth?
No, not all girls can squirt. But I heard that girls can teach themselves how to squirt. I heard it's a part of like
squirt.
orgasm.
I think it's possible.
Orgasming, yeah.
I mean, what I'm reading, squirting is just the involuntary emission of your bladder. That's it.
I can believe that
it
every
is
girl has that power.
piss. It is your piss. Yeah. Also, the porno squirting shit's fake. They just give them a lot of times. They just do like a water enema. Like they just fill their vagina with water and then they squirt the water out, and then it's like, oh, look at all,
Yeah, them
and it's
shit's
like,
wild.
It's part of the whole like how porn is teaching inaccurate sexual situations pretty much. And you got all these young boys trying to recreate things that ain't really attainable.
Yeah.
But
I hope that I cannot, like, my child has like a normal sexual development, because I was introduced to porn very early. So like what I thought in my head would make me come was way beyond anybody's entry into like sex was. So, I mean, it is what it is. I also had sex very young and I was very open. So,
what do you mean open?
I was out, like I was meeting people at a very young age, and I became sexual and stuff like that.
Yeah, some people, they start early. Some people start late.
And there's no shame in it. I feel like the later you start, the better.
Damn.
I don't feel like any of the stuff that I went through really needs the next person, or if I could warn somebody, like there's nothing cool about any of that.
And when you say the later the better, you're just saying wait till you're mature to have
15, 16. Just wait till then. Just make it till prom and shit like that.
Damn, you was having sex at like 12 years old?
Bro, don't judge me like that.
He's talked about it on the podcast before.
But don't say it in a judgy way, because that's very.
That's not judge. I'm not judging you.
That's the fucking question.
What the fuck? Stop taking it in a judgy ass way. No, I should judge you for all the other shit you say. I didn't judge you for any of that weird shit. I'm just saying you started at a young age. That's it.
I had sex with a girl. I was 12. She was 17.
Damn.
That's just to tell you what type of person. You know what I mean? That was just like, it was a real fucked up situation. But yeah, that was my situation. That's how I lost my virginity. Near rape. And I don't think
that is indeed statutory rape.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, is it?
Yes.
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 I mean, Doughboy doesn't see it like that.
No. Like I said, I just finished saying I don't want anybody. I wouldn't want my son to go through that. And if I could advise anybody, but you kind of, you just laugh at your pain. It's not like hurting me or anything like that, but I wouldn't want anyone else to go through that. There's a time and place for everything. I would say even 14, 15 is the good, you know what I mean? If that's when you're going to do it, then do it then. But I feel like 12 is way too early. 10, 11, all those areas, that's way too early to start experiencing sex.
I think men should have like a chastity cock entrapment thing until they turn like 22. So I don't think men are mentally equipped for sex.
No,
I think young boys are a little bit sick in the head. That's my take. I think a lot of boys would be better off waiting.
Absolutely, 100%.
Add 5 to whatever age you're really going for that like virginity loss. Just add 5. I think they could be better off.
I feel like those years are better spent on education, going to camp, having, if you want to have a girlfriend, there's nothing wrong with having a girlfriend, but you're going to get to first base, stuff like that, like kissing and stuff, and being girlfriends, boyfriends, and hugging each other and holding each other, middle school shit. But, I feel like when you're getting too sexual, I feel like that's too much.
Or elementary.
What?
Oh, this is a joke to him being 12 years old and having sex.
That's not elementary.
Isn't that elementary?
I tried to have sex when I was in elementary school.
Really?
Yeah.
That's old.
I was very young. Similar to Doe. I had a number of of experiences from a very young age. I was maybe like, I mean, it was stupid, right? But like me and one of my friends, we both got naked and I laid on top of her, you know. And, and I was like, I think I was 7 or something.
Just laid on top of her.
And my mom bagged me, dude. It was terrible. It was horrible.
That's wild. Were y'all under the blanket at least?
Nah, I think I just naked. Just terrible.
Your mom
I
must
didn't know
have
what
flipped.
I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. I'm like,
I
yo, you
would
just
hope
get
not.
butt
You were
naked.
7. This would be such a weird story if you were like, I was 7. I was a sex
I was smashing
god.
that shit. No, I just, yeah, it was terrible. And then my mom came in and I felt all shameful. People were yelling at me and you know, it was in retrospect, very funny. In the moment, I remember being very stressed.
Your mom
That
just
sounds
bagged you, bro.
awful
Yeah.
for absolutely everyone involved, even your parents. The poor girl you were with, just it sounds
had
awful for everyone.
Bro, they
Yeah,
had
we
to have
continued
call
being best friends, and I never did it again.
They had to have call her parents.
Yeah, I knew her parents very well.
Shit.
Okay, her parents and my parents, very good friends. Okay, they
Even
came
after
to the house. I remember. I felt the shame. I remember feeling like, yo, the number one rule in the hood is you don't bring a prom to your mama's crib. And I brought a prom to my mother's crib, all right? I felt the shame.
How did she feel?
Huh?
Did she feel the same shameful and shit like that too?
Of
I'm
course.
sure she did. It's, you know, I was too young. We never discussed it.
Yeah, at 7, you're not going to discuss the repercussions of shit like that. Your discussions about that event are going to be like, oh man, my parents are still mad about that, and that's the end of the discussion. Like,
That's just funny. Like they just literally thought to get naked and just lay on top of each other. Like that's fucking
Yeah, her
hilarious.
parents loved
to
me. We were young. I grew up
kids-
in her house and shit. We hung out all the time.
kids do a lot of sexual exploring at young ages, man.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, they do.
young boys, like 1, 2, 3-year-old boys will masturbate. Like that's a thing. We've talked about this in the podcast before.
I remember a couple years later, I was like maybe 8 or 9, and it was a couple of friends, and there was like the one girl in the friend group, and we were all just like taking turns like kissing her and shit. It was terrible. But
Like
not terrible, you know. It was
Like
just
7
exploring, but it was
minutes in
just weird.
heaven shit.
Not mature enough for these types of encounters. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's weird. Like, only like as a kid, like I don't even know how old I was. I think I was still in elementary, but it was like one of those things where the girl was like, "Oh, what do you have?" I'm like, "Oh, I got a penis." She's like, "Oh, I got this," and then we would just show each other, and then it became like touching, and then I don't know what happened. One thing led to another. Her mom bagged, or I don't know, her sister snitched. I don't know what happened. Let's just say I never seen that girl ever again. She was wild. A young kid, you do explore that shit, and gotta make sure we teach our kids better.
Absolutely. The last thing you want is young pregnancy.
And you know what's
Even
funny?
though
Back in the days,
you
it was
love
different.
yourself a good old pregnancy. We don't need them, right?
No, see how you see how you see how this you see how this motherfucker try to flip a simple thing. Just try it one time in your life became now to seeking only pregnant women. Like,
It's funny to make fun of people,
that
Tony.
shit is ridiculous. Word.
That's
They
it.
always just talk about don't judge me. Don't judge me.
And,
It's
and
like,
you're
fuck
making fun
outta
of him
here.
for it
I
right
ain't
now.
make-
I
I
think
never
it's
made
fair.
fun of him for fucking that 10 years old. This shit's wild.
Yeah.
10.
You said
Oh,
you're into
my
all that
bad,
weird
12.
shit, and I never said nothing. That's a
All
judgment.
the other weird
I
shit,
thought it
getting
was
pissed
awesome.
on. He was love getting pissed on. He said,
Yeah,
"That shit's
that's
wild."
fine. We
R.
should make
Kelly
fun
in
of
the
him for
making
it.
over here.
We should make fun of him for it. That's what friends are for.
I was getting what would only be called as water blasted or water sports.
Waterboarding.
No, waterboarding's different.
Should have got waterboard.
Getting splashed in your face and then it just
You
to
was
here
tasting
and
it?
there. Of course. You want to know what it tastes like.
Piss.
Yeah. I have a friend. Okay.
Who gets
Friend of
peed
the
on?
pod. I'm not going to say his name. Maybe the story isn't for the public.
Yeah, but what
he
kind of
said-
shoes is he wearing?
He said, I don't know. He said he was with this girl that was squirt a lot, and he knew when it was going to happen. And he said one day he just went for it. They were going, doing their thing. He saw that she was gonna squirt. He hopped off, put his whole mouth right on there, and he took the full squirt to his mouth, and then turned to the side and instantly just started throwing up profusely.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that is a soldier. That is a soldier.
He's a powerful brother.
My brother in Christ.
Yeah, for sure.
My brother in Christ. I like this guy.
Let me ask you a question though. You ever ate it out while it's on its period?
No, I'm not into blood at all.
Have you fucked while she's on her period?
Yes, and it is not appealing when you look down at your dick and there's all the chunky stuff on there, and it looked like you've been beating up some tuna, some real red tuna. And
the rule is you do your business,
don't look
then
down.
you walk to the shower.
down.
You know when you go to the urinal and you never look up? That's the rule. You never look down, you just look up the whole time. That's the rule. You do the business, then you go to the shower and you start washing yourself. You don't look down for quite a while. Then by the time you do, it's all gone.
So shower sex tends to be pretty disappointing, right?
Yeah, it's not good.
Worst.
But if you're going to have period sex, the shower is probably the best place
I don't know. Shower sex is fire. If you got a big enough shower, that shit is fire.
It's not the best lubricant, water.
Who says use the water as a lubricant? I'm just saying
you're in the shower.
You're in the shower. It's kind of hard for it not to be the lubricant.
Natural lubricant that goes on when you're aroused.
What do you think Doey was saying? That go in there and wash all the natural lubricant out and then use the water?
I think he was saying that he just get
saying?
his dick wet and just insert automatically. You got to warm the shit up. Like, it's just not a...
But the water washes away,
Each thrust, you're getting cleansed when you're
I don't think you need to have the water.
gets in the mix.
I don't think you need to have the water running on you. It could be running, push it to the side or push it down.
I don't know what type of gigantic ass fucking shower you have, bro.
Tony goes to the dry corner. He goes to the dry corner of his shower to have sex.
His shower is 10 foot by 10 foot.
It's just ways. That shit's fire though. Either way.
That's cool. I'm glad you enjoy something different than us.
Also,
I think the shower sex tends to be way too cramped, and there's a lot of like trying to position yourself in a way, and it feels like a lot of work.
Don't have
not a lot of payoff.
Don't have shower sex if you're fucking both full with soap, because that's a slippery fucking slope for disaster.
Oh, you don't want any soap anywhere near your
urethra
that too. Either.
But I'm saying if the floor is soapy and your legs are soapy, trust me, you try to thrust, you're gonna slip and you're gonna bust your fucking ass.
I'm trying to think of what kind of shower sex you've been having, bro.
I don't know how you could be so soapy in the shower. Like,
no, I'm not saying I've been soapy. I'm saying don't be.
Sounds like you're learning you know this from experience.
The hard way.
There's soap on the floor, and you could tell like you're slipping. Like try not to do that. Like rinse that shit out enough.
Also, use a mat. Use a shower mat. If you have like a slippery tub.
I don't got no shower mat. Fuck, I want a shower mat.
If you're gonna have shower sex, you need to wear the same shoes that the servers wear at the restaurant. Those Croc-looking shoes, the anti-slip.
Yeah,
that's the safe shoes.
That is ridiculous, yo.
Get her the platform ones, and they're kind of sexy.
Some platform Crocs? Is that what's the conversation?
The girls have them. There's like Balenciaga versions. They're kind of hot.
I don't approve of calling any kind of Crocs hot.
Yeah, facts.
I didn't either until they put a platform on them, and for some reason, platforms just are very sexual to me, and I just think they're very hot. So,
Dory, what about those platform like chanclas?
I love them. I love them. You stick a platform on anything, and I'm just like, I'm into it.
See, I'm the complete opposite. When I see a platform, it looks so goofy to me that it's an instant turn off. Yeah, if I see a woman with a platform, I'm like, oh, this is whack. Yeah. I have no idea why. I hate them so much.
That's crazy.
Strippers and platform, not that I love it. I get the function. You got to be up there. You got to be tall. You got to be presenting. You know what I'm saying? But you walking around like Mateo said, as he called it, the chancla. When I see that thick ass, and I'm like, oh, I see. You want to be taller. That's the only thought I have. And I'm like, all right, moving on.
Well, for the last topic, boys, this is an interesting one. This is one that people know it's out there, but never really witnessed it or experienced it firsthand. But do you think in your relationship, you guys, you and your partner would be open to joining a swinger club? You know, is it a bad thing for you guys to try to do? And why did he use a fucking upside down pineapple as a symbol?
I think that using terms like bad and whatnot when you're talking about like sex it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think that if there's two consenting adults and they decide they want to go to a swinger club and they have an open relationship or whatever their situation is, I don't think I would call that bad. It might be bad for you in the sense that you wouldn't be into it, but I don't know that I would actually use the term bad with that.
A lot of people, I think, if there's a person who's like, I'm macho, I feel like if you are in the right setting with your girlfriend, it's like one of the most macho things you could do is just go into a place and just trade each other's girls and walk out and both of y'all get pleased. And I heard somebody in here told me that it costs more to be a single man in there. If you're going in as by yourself without bringing a girl, the entry fee is significantly much more than if you brought in a partner.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've personally never gone to a swingers club. I'm not. I've had some encounters in the scene, kinda, but I'm not part of the swinger scene. I feel like there's just too much going on. There's a lot of drama from a lot of the people I know that are in the swinger scene. Yeah. It's just.
There's drama in this. Really?
Yeah, because some people are too touchy, some people are too rough, whatever it may be, and some people aren't into that.
Some people get talked into going with their partner, and then that causes jealousy issues and things like that. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of room for drama there if everyone's not actually open and consenting and communicating and all that fun stuff.
That's the biggest part. I think you have to go into it already almost in an open relationship where you're like, I want something new, you kind of want something new. Like I said, getting fucked the same three positions by the same person could get boring after a while. Some of these niggas want to try something different, but I think men are always cheating and shit like that. It's fucking 2022, bro. You don't even have to get back cheating. You could just say I'm polyamorous, just fucking run around and be a fucking whore. And then anybody you fuck with, you tell them like, yo, we're not really together. This is the way my lifestyle is. And if that's what
these conversations should be had beforehand. And polyamorous relationships that are successful are all about the communication. There are some shitty people out there that are just using it as an excuse. I don't think it's the vast majority. I think most people in the poly scene are actually genuine. In the poly scene, right?
Yeah. And I won't say that there isn't, because how does it survive then? You know what I mean? There's got to be, there's a lot of people that do this swinging shit. These sex clubs, there's Jewish men outside of buildings right now yelling about sexual activities in certain apartments that they got kicked out of, probably because they were stinky.
And they plan on bringing a partner. And they probably want to pay the extra fee. I don't know. I think this is a cutoff I have, I think. Because I feel like in general, I think you probably shouldn't do this type of stuff. Only because I don't think the majority of people that even participate in this stuff is mentally equipped to do so. Like Mateo was saying, oftentimes people get talked into doing it, or oftentimes they think they'll like it and then they'll go, and then afterwards the relationship's a little tarnished. Like, and then even people that have done it multiple times, sometimes I was reading a fucking maybe like an Ask Reddit thread one day, and it was like, yeah, me and my wife, we swing all the time. One day they went to a swinging club, they went or whatever. The guy who wrote the story, he said he had sex with a girl, and then his wife got mad at him and wanted to break up. They just looked like they enjoyed it too much. So like there's levels of like what is crossing the line. And I feel like when you start swinging, there's a lot more lines you could cross now. And I feel like people ain't comfortable with the whole extent of having your partner be intimate with another person, even though they think that they can handle it.
I don't think most people communicate with their partner as much as they should.
Yep.
And yeah, like once you get emotions into it, it's complicated, right? Props to the people that are able to go to that swinger scene and can participate, and they can fully engage without any issues or complications in the relationship. Props to those people.
Why the pineapple? Why the pineapple?
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the pineapple. I don't know if this is actually the reason or not, but here's my theory about the pineapple. You can meet people at the supermarket. That is apparently a thing. I've heard people say that that's a place where you can meet people. So if you're trying to like covertly find other swingers while you're out and about doing a chore, pineapple's an easy way, right? You go to the HEB too. You go to your supermarket, pick up a pineapple, pop in your shopping cart, boom, done.
There's stickers and shirts and like mailboxes I've seen online. Like I'm like, damn, those are go hard.
So, what is the pineapple? What is this?
It's a symbol of like wholesomeness. Like at least that's what it says online.
Yeah, basically the pineapple is a
welcoming
sign
and hospitality.
The pineapple can be a sign that you're a swinger. Like that. And I would not just assume that anyone wearing pineapple jewelry or anything is a swinger, but it can be a sign that they are. And allegedly, an upside down pineapple, like in your shopping cart or something, is a sign that you're looking for someone to join you.
So I have two things to say. One, Doey, don't you have a pineapple shirt?
I think so. Wait,
Pick
what
your
pineapple?
swinger. Secondly,
You're a swinger.
I love this idea of someone going to like the supermarket. He's like, I'm about to pick up another swinger, and they're just walking around the supermarket looking for pineapples. And as soon as they see one, they just start following them and looking, seeing if their radar could pick up on any other swinging signs. And they're like, no, it's just a mom shopping for a pineapple. Okay, and they're just.
You never know. You never know.
The grandma has it upside down. You're looking at her like, "What's up?"
That's what. Yes.
What I
How
want
do
to
y'all
know.
feel about granny sex? Gilfing it.
I'm good.
Someone's grandma.
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't think there's any judgments to be made there. I don't have a specific granny fetish or anything.
Got a granny finish, bro?
I'd blow out somebody's good-looking granny's back out. Yeah. If I had the chance. Yeah.
There was this woman on World Star the other day. She was granny something. She was talking about them young. She was like, them young bitches don't know how to cook. Come on. She was talking about how she gonna feed you and fuck you.
Bro, what I mean,
Doey's like, you know what? That sounds like my type of trip.
yeah, I mean, if she wants to feed you and fuck you, and
Listen, bro, if I can get a doña Dominican woman to cook me my mango in the morning, I might settle down.
You know,
I have to settle down.
settle down.
Some people can't commit to getting that mango though, and they need to figure it out. They need to get it together.
Their mango soul, the Dominican soul they have in their heart, they need to figure it out.
The mango, are we using mango as a metaphor to pussy?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about actual mango.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, are we really using that as a?
Sounds like somebody wanted mango one day and someone else didn't commit to it, and then when they did, the mango was out.
Damn.
Yep.
That's what the story sounds like to me.
Bro, you can't get mango after 10 a.m. Barely. You have to go to a place that makes it 24/7. And then I question those places. I'm like, that mango ain't fresh. They're not making mango so kind of tedious to make. They only make it in that small section of the morning, and then they're on to other shit.
The rule is, you wake up in the morning, you go and try to get it.
Yep.
If the person you're with, if you're like, yo, you trying to get mango, and they're like, that hesitation, boom, it's too late. The mango's already going bad. We don't got enough time to talk about this. You need to go and get it now.
You got to both look at each other and just say, yeah.
No. Yeah, you got to fucking know.
You just got to know. It's in your blood at that point. You just got to know when to do it.
After them onions, the red onions be looking a little stale.
So do you think
They're
they do
looking like they're drying out and shit.
I get extra onions.
Do you
Yes,
think
you should.
Do you think?
I just don't like the Dominican spot near my crib. The onions are too thick, so then it's like I can't even get. I'm just eating onions right now. I can't even get them. Like I like the more thinlies, so you could actually use a fork and fork through them and get mango. But this is like a bite of onion. It's like, this ain't cool.
We're good. Why do you think? All right, first question: do you think you have to apply to these clubs? Like you think there's an application process and they got to do a background check on you?
I don't know if they do a background check. I'd be surprised if they do a background check. But there's absolutely some kind of application process because it's a club membership basically, right?
A health check, absolutely.
I wonder if there's some kind of like recent testing result requirement. I would hope there is, right?
Yeah, it has to be. They have to go get like the STD checked. Nobody's hopping in these places. Yeah,
never know, right? I'm curious too. Where do you sign up for this? Like, do you have to just wait for the signs and then just be like, I'm just gonna go in there and ask the person a question? Like,
these places are not illegal. Like, they are fully legal operations, right? It's not like a brothel. You're
just having a party.
You're not guaranteed to have any kind of sexual encounter when you go to a swingers club. I would say your probability of having a sexual encounter is probably pretty high, but
it's like 100%,
right?
You think some people go there and don't get fucking pussy or cock?
I would assume there's people that go there and they just play with themselves
off in the
and
corner.
watch.
Yeah, they probably like to watch. Yeah.
I would assume there's a lot of people that do that. Actually, there's people that are just curious about whether they would enjoy the scene or not, and they just go as an observer.
Yeah. But there are people that don't get none too. I've read about that too already.
Really?
People go to the swinging club and their wife is all the rage in the swingers association and they ain't getting no play. And then it ain't fun, you know. Like they basically go over there, they're not able to, like, I guess, you know, people got to feel each other, you know what I'm saying? And you go and nobody's feeling you, then you just limp dick in the corner, you know what I'm saying? And your wife's over there getting pounded out by someone bigger, stronger, and faster than you'll ever be. And then what fun is that, you know?
Gotta look for that, guys.
Bucho just voiced every dude's like penis anxiety right there.
I don't know. I feel like you and your girl are gotta kind of be a team about it and be like, bro, if he's not getting none, I'm not giving out. Like, it's kind of like you make solidarity. A deal. I heard, yeah. From what I heard, it's kind of like you could, you know, you trade each other's wives, stuff like that. You like, so I don't know, like, if
but it ain't always like that. Sometimes, oftentimes, you go to a place and it's almost like a place where the willingness to sex is pretty high, but you're now kind of single when you walk in, so to speak. You know, you're not attached to one another. So it's not like you're doing a wife swap. You're just going in there and trying to find somebody to have fun with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't find nobody, I think that idea is cool though. By the way, I have no experience with this, so I could be totally off. But I think that idea is cool. Is like if you know, you go in as a couple, that maybe you guys should kind of stick together until you guys partner up. Like, you know, maybe there's a guy who's feeling your girl, and it would probably be cool if your girl doesn't just like run off to that until maybe you've also partnered up and you guys are like, all right, cool, we're gonna split up here or whatever, just to kind of increase the likelihood that everybody has a good time.
I think
so. I'm not in the swinger scene, right? But I like the idea of like the swinger clubs and swinger scene more than like the idea of like just a straight up orgy, right? Because at least it feels like you still have like a right to choose at a swingers club, right? I think we talked about this before. Like, if you were the only person if you were someone at the orgy and you just didn't want to have sex with a certain person, how are you going to do that? Like mid sex, like, isn't the agreement of the orgy like everyone's gonna?
It's
mingle,
open season,
right?
Presence is consent at the orgy, I think.
Yeah, and I like the idea of still having my right to choose.
Yeah.
Do you think that that haters have to choose and not like don't have to empty it out or anything? The haters are
what?
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 All right, so my bad. I
The
skipped
haters
the whole.
have to choose. Is that
Did
what
you
you
just
said?
go? Did you go into
I
a
skipped
trance
the-
for a little bit?
Yeah, I
He
skipped
went
the whole
into
thing.
like
Check me out. So
MySpace times. The haters came back.
by the haters, I meant by the dudes who don't want you to fuck their girl, but they want to fuck your girl. Like, do you think they kind of tell their girl, "Yo, don't fuck them"? Like there's cock blocking, I guess, in the swingers, like the haters.
I
There's
would assume.
definitely cock blocking.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
assume it has to do with like with their agreements of their own swinger experience, right? Like maybe they go with the agreement that they can each veto if they want to, or maybe they go and they're like, nope, open season. Whatever we want to do is what we're gonna do. Neither scene really appeals to me very much. Like I think I've mentioned this before. I lean more towards being like a demisexual or something, right? Like I need to connect with the person in some way at least. I don't think I'm going to get that level of connection at a swinger club before being able to do the deed, right? So it usually doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm actually more open to it now than ever in my life. Also because I feel like
That's so funny.
I don't know. It just made me laugh.
I have a weird thing with love now. And I'm like, what is love really?
Baby, don't hurt me.
If
no.
my partner is, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Whoa. Damn, I'm mad loud.
That's what we do in my job, by the way. We talk a lot, and if anybody says anything that's even remotely close to a lyric of a song, somebody starts singing the song. It's pretty obnoxious.
That's a
So they
throwback.
said, "What is love?" And that's why I went, "Baby, don't hurt me." What is love?
Those songs are the jam. I'm sorry. Yo, so all right, so a little off topic. Do you guys agree with this thing? I think Doughboy put it in my head. It's called simping or simp, where a husband lets his wife gets fucked by a young bull, how they call it. Like, are you guys down for that shit?
I don't think that's called simping.
Is that what Doughboy, didn't you say that?
That's cuckolding.
No, a simp is like a reply guy that's just like in the girl's every single selfie a girl puts up on Twitter or
No,
something.
Doughboy used this term though. I think Doughboy said, "Oh, that nigga's a simp."
Doughy be
He lets his girl-
simping, so maybe every
okay.
post that a woman makes, oh, beautiful, blah, they'll have a dog shit opinion, but then you're like, oh no, she was right. Like,
So
like you're
right.
it's always a positive reinforcement
that's what
in the
Doughboy-
hopes that one day there's a little chink in the armor and you could just slide right in. I think that's the whole goal.
What was
of
the other
Sims.
one? What was the other one you were saying? Like,
It sounds like it was just cucking that he was
describing.
Okay, so he
Cuckoldry,
was
yeah.
describing no, but cuckolding is one thing, and having a black person fuck your wife because you're into some. It's called something. It's called bull, like a young bull. He's right. He's right.
I wasn't bringing race into it.
It is a racial thing. That is a
I
sexual
don't think
fetish.
I don't think bulls need to be a particular race.
No, I think
they
bull is just
do,
a young guy who's
personally.
hung. I think that's what
No,
that is,
I
right?
don't think. I think it is a fetish where you either your wife wants to fuck black men or you want to let your wife be fucked by black men. It is a weird culture fetish in America.
I think the whole bull thing and the cuckold thing are very tangentially related, but I don't think that they're one and the same. Like cuckolding is just somebody's into. You have some fetish of having a partner have sex with somebody else.
In front of you.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but sure. And the whole bull thing is you want a bigger, faster, stronger man than you to do it.
So it has
But it
nothing to do
doesn't
with
have to
color.
be that way.
Okay.
A bull's like an alpha. At least how men
Man,
think
look
of
that
it, right?
genre up in Pornhub. Do me a favor, and then y'all do.
Well,
the,
sure.
You know what I
We
mean?
live
It's
in
gonna
a
be-
world with racial
yeah.
connotations.
Yeah.
So the bull is gonna. If we live in a world where the black man has the big cock, right? Then he's typically gonna be the bull, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Like if so, I don't think that.
It's a weird racial thing in America. I feel that shit is just really weird.
Yeah,
What kind
in
of music?
America, black people just serve to please white people. Okay,
Entertainment.
and it's no different in the bull scene, in the whole porn where it's like you bring in the black man to do the cuckoldry, but then he gotta go. Like he served his purpose.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't disagree.
I'm not down with racial play being part of my like sex life. I don't want anyone calling me a slur mid-sex. That would
Damn.
put me completely out of the mood. But
That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
I never considered this.
it's a thing when we're talking about like the bull and cucking and things like that. There's a lot of race play that goes into that particular like
You think these Confederate
fetish.
people, they do like slave fetishes? I never even thought of that till right
It
now.
probably is a thing.
I mean,
Wow.
listen,
That's
when you
crazy.
go look at who picks up the prostitutes in New York, you'd be very fucking surprised at who's really going out and getting escorts. It's
I feel like we need to move on from that one. What kind of music do you think they play in swingers clubs?
I don't think they play music at all. I think they want you to hear the moaning and groaning.
No, I feel like it would just be the most awful sound in the world to just hear just
That might be
Just
that might be a
slapping.
turn on. And I honestly think they're all fucking in the same room. Like that they're all in a big living room with like mad like sofas and shit or whatever, and they're just all fucking in the
just like
same,
a 70-foot long sectional
just-
sofa.
yeah.
Nah, I think you've been watching those pornos where that is the case. I mean, I think that happens, but like from what I've read, it seems like a lot of the swinging scene is like a lot of times happens in big houses and stuff like that. People just go link up and they just sort of run off, do their thing, come back.
If we rented if you had a big house and you rented it out as an Airbnb, what percentage of renters of your house do you think would just be throwing sex parties?
Shit.
I would say a not insignificant amount.
Would you cater to that? Would you install like little hooks for like sex swings or something in the bedrooms?
Yeah, if it pays, why not?
As a true capitalist, of course, I would cater to that. if there was more, if like I created a sex house and it was getting all types of engagement, like people were staying there all the time, then I'm just winning. I'll make another house. I'll make 2 sex houses. Then
This
4,
man
then
is
8.
little fingers.
Then I'll be the Trump of sex houses.
the Trump of sex.
I mean, he owns a lot of property, man. I own a lot of sex houses.
I mean, a sex house is just a word. I mean, every Airbnb I've ever had another person, a partner with me, I've had sex at it. So it is a sex house. If you think about it, it's this house we go to, we have sex in. It's brand new. We don't know us. Let me fucking wipe my ass with these window shades, these fucking drapes.
Why do I
It's a
feel
little
like you?
wet and musty back there.
Why I feel like you?
Joey's not allowed to rent the sex house.
Yeah,
He's not.
I feel like you've done this shit before.
He's trying to do irreparable damage.
The
to
ways
house.
that I've defiled hotels rooms, I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming back
You
here.
wipe your ass with the fucking
the
window
wet
shades?
ass, you have like sweat sex, all gooey and shit like that.
All of those sheets at hotel rooms are always white. All the towels are always so white.
This man is
Wiping
wiping
your-
He's wiping.
You gotta wipe your shit on the shit that you could never really clean like that.
What is wrong
Leave
with
your
you?
mark. Leave your mark.
Awful.
What is wrong with this dude? If you lasted this long on this episode, ladies and gentlemen,
What is
please
the
hit-
bathroom? This is the bathroom. Our bedroom is the bathroom. What do you mean?
please hit that subscribe button. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, IG, Spotify, iTunes. We're on almost every single platform. We don't push P around here, but please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when you're getting these new videos, new shorts, new clips, whatever you want to call it. Please just share and like try to get us to the 500 mark after June. And
During June.
no. And yeah, man, if you like it, you enjoy this episode, comment, tell us if we're wrong about certain things. Let us know. If you're a part of the Swinger Club and you're out there, let us know. Doughboy, Mateo, they might want to try it out. You never know. Figure it out. And as always, people, go one up yourself.